there's a knocking indeed. If man were a porter of hell gate, he should have that old turning the key. Who's there? I, in the name of Beelzebub. Here's the farmer who hung himself on the expectations of plenty. Come in time. Have napkins e'en now about you, for here you'll sweat for it.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? In the other devil's name, Faith here's the equivocator, that could swear in both the scales against either scale, who committed treason enough for God's sake, yet could not equivocate to heaven. Oh, come in, equivocator.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Faith, here's an English tailor come hither, for stealing out of the English hose. Come in, tailor, here you may roast your goose. Never a quiet. What are you? But this place is too cold for hell. I'll ill porter it no further. I had thought to have let in some of all professions that lead to the primrose way, to the everlasting bonfire. A nun, I pray you remember the porter.
So late, friend, ere you went to bed, that you do lie so late?
Faith, sir, we are carousing till the 2nd hour, and drink is the great provoker of 3 things.
What 3 things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and urine. And lechery, sir. It provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire, and it takes away from the performance. Therefore, much drink may be said to be an equivocator with lechery. It makes him, and it mars him. It sets him on, and it takes him off. It persuades him, and disheartens him. Makes him stand to, and not stand to. In conclusion, equivocates him in a sleep, and giving him that lie, leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did, sir. I the very throat on me, but I requited him for his lie. And to think, being too strong for him, though he took up my legs sometime, I made a shift to cast him.
Is thy master stirring? Our knocking has awakened him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir. Good morrow, both.
Is the king stirring, worthy thee?
Not yet.
He has commanded me to call timely on him. I have almost left the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
I know this is a joyful trouble for you, but yet it is more. I'll make some move to call her to the celebrated service.
Goes the king hence today? He does. He did it once, so.
The night has been unruly, and where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and as they say, lamentings heard in the air. Strange screams of death, and prophesying with accents terrible, of dire combustion and confused events, new hatched to the woeful time. The obscured bird clamored the livelong night, and some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Ursula now hath made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke open the Lord's anointed temple and stole thence the life of the building.
What is it you say? The life? Mean you his majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight with a new gorgon. Do not bid me speak. See and then speak yourselves.
No! No!
Awake! Awake! Ring the alarm bell! Murder, treason! Banquo and Donalbain! Malcolm, awake! Is daddy sleep? Death's counterfeit. And look on death itself. Above and see the great dude's image. Malcolm, Banquo! As from your graves rise up and walk like sprites to countenance this horror. Ring the bell!
Business, that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley. Sleepers of the house, speak, speak.
O gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition of woman's ears would murder as it fell. Oh, Banquo, Banquo! Our royal master's murdered!
Woe, alas, what in our house?
Too cruel anywhere, dear duck. I prithee contradict thyself and say it is not so. Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time, for from this instant there's nothing serious in mortality. All is but toys, renown and grace is dead. The wine of life is drawn, and the mere lees is left this vault to brag of. What is amiss? You are and do not know it. The spring, the head, the fountain of your blood has stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father's murdered.
Oh, by whom?
Those of his chambers as it seemed it had done it. Their hands and faces were all badgered with blood. So were their daggers, which unwiped we found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who could be wise, amazed, temperate, and furious? Loyal and neutral in a moment? No man. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood. And his gashed stabs looked like a breach in nature for ruin's wasteful entrance. The murderers steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had the heart to love, and in that heart courage to make love known?
Help me! Heads ho!
Why do we hold our tongues that most may claim this argument for ours?
What should be spoken here, where our fate, hidden in Augur Hill, may rush and seize us? Let's away, our tears are not yet brewed.
Nor our strong sorrow upon the foot of motion.
Look to the lady!
And when we have our naked frailties hid, that suffer and exposure let us meet, and question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us, in the great hand of God I stand, and thence against it, undivulged pretense I fight of treasonous malice.
And so do I!
So all! Let's briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
Well contented!
To show an unfelt sorrow is the office which a false man does easy. I'll go to England.
To Ireland our separated fortune shall keep us both the safer. Where we are, their daggers and men's smiles.
This murderer's shaft not shot, hath not yet lighted. And our safest way is to avoid the aim.